Hey guys, first of all, I'll say thanks for following us at Stags Crossing and hashtag Stags Crossing, and to our subscribers on YouTube.
Yes, thanks so much for following along. We're Brooke and Chris, and we had an awesome trip to Tokyo a little while back, and we had a stop that we didn't plan before we had left from home, but we actually saw it in the airline magazine when we were on the way to Tokyo, and it was to the Digital Art Museum that's there in Tokyo. And so we wanted to show you guys a little bit about what it looks like and give you some tips for how to make the most out of your day there. So you get to the museum with this really cool elevated train ride because it's on the man-made island of Odaiba. And it's in Pallet Town. There's this really cool Ferris wheel, lots of cool stuff to check out. So give yourself time before you actually get in line to go into the museum, which can take a little bit of time.
Yeah, lots of stuff to do there. Yeah. So let's get into the building.
So we started in the Forest of Flowers, just overwhelming beauty right when you walk in.
Yeah, and something to think about too. There's about 520 computers controlling about 420 high-definition projectors all over the room. It's mapping heaven if you're a little bit of a geek like I am. It's just everywhere. So this room, the light sculpture room, it looked about 520 moving headlights, all doing their own thing, computer controlled, just absolutely amazing. That's me backing up because I didn't want people to see me cry.
Weeping like a baby.
Like a baby. I'm a tech geek, and to see stuff like this and to be a lighting guy, and you're just floored by what they put into something like this. It was truly amazing.
The floor is mirrored, so you have it feels like you have a 360-degree view of these lights all around you. And they're not lasers. Don't call them lasers.
Yeah, they're moving heads. So yeah, don't call them lasers because you'll get yelled at by me. So that was a great room. We loved that room. I particularly loved that room.
And this one, it looks similar to like the infinity rooms that we're seeing pop up in a lot of different museums, but it's rotating shows, different colored lights that flash in and out of this room. They let only a certain number of people in at a time, so you can get better pictures without big crowds behind you, which was really cool.
Yeah, that was a beautiful room too.
Yeah. This was really fun.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah, we were going to skip some of these kids' things, but this, you get to sketch your own picture and then watch it come to life instantly through their 3D scanner that shoots it onto the wall. Yeah, so they scan it, and then I would say within about 2 minutes, it shows up on the wall and just swims around for a little bit with all the other pictures that people do and then vanishes. And like Brooke said, if you have kids, this was amazing. You could slide, it's all interactive, little fireworks and flowers everywhere. Yeah, kids really can spend hours in just these displays alone. Yeah,
I spent hours in here. There's the kid right there. That's me. And see, the interaction, it's amazing. And it's all just mapped, projection mapped everywhere. It was really cool. And you move these little features, and then they move with you. Yeah, it was awesome. So this was beautiful. So these giant balloons, you get to walk through. You can push them, move them around, interact with them. The lighting obviously changes while you're in there. It's all padded flooring. No level floors anywhere. It was really, really neat. Okay, the tea house coming up was one of my favorite rooms. When Brooke told me about this, I didn't know what to expect. I thought we were going in for tea. It's all interactive. You order your tea, it's served to you, and when they set it down, a flower blooms inside the tea. And as you move the cup, it moves with you, and it starts to bloom a new flower. It's again, we were a little weepy through this. Yeah, weepy. And a tech guy, I'm trying to figure it out the whole time, and you can't. You put wherever you put it is where a new flower blooms. So this next room is part of the athletics forest, but the cool thing about this museum is that there's no map. They don't hand you a guide to the exhibits, and there's not go from this room to this room. You just explore, and you get lost, and you find new things along the way. You go back through the same room, but you find new things each time you go through it. It's a really cool experience. It was amazing. This room, the Crystal World, you're kind of at a loss, and we did get lost in this room a little bit. Once we got in, it was kind of hard to find our way out. Millions of LED lights strung together, draped down, and then there's a mirrored floor. So it's very misleading because there's not, like, looking down, you're looking down at the mirrors right there. And ladies, don't wear dresses because, as you can just see, you'll have problems. Or do wear dresses. It's up to you. It's your preference. This was a magical room. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, lots of different songs and displays. It changes constantly. So. Yeah.
This is an overwhelming one. You've probably seen the images of this. So it's a giant wall that's a waterfall. You climb up on this rock, flowers, everything changing all around you, constantly floating. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
And the other, again, interactive. So when you stood up against the wall, the water that was falling down would hit your head and roll away.
Yeah, and as you walk, this is just in a hallway. These guys are just,
Just killer rabbits.
Yeah.
Yeah, killer rabbits out to get you.
This room was really cool too. We actually stumbled on this one towards the end of our time there.
Yeah, it's a neat room. You start at the bottom and you slowly work your way up.
You look like you're DJing right now.
I do, yeah, I know. They're kind of like flowers, and so by the time you're through the room, you're at the top and you can touch, and they move, and then of course the images move with the flower as it's being pushed back and forth. Super, super neat room.
And then this one, Black Waves room. So there's beanbag chairs scattered around, you sit, and then it's just these gorgeous ocean scene music flowing around you. Very peaceful, relaxing setting. Those beanbags are hard to get though. Those people claim them and they don't.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts too was the music. I looked it up. It's Hideaki Takashi, if you love the music in there too. So look him up as well. So there you go. We were there at least 3 hours, so we tried to condense everything down into 5 minutes. It's an amazing room. We kind of hope you enjoy it and maybe get a chance to visit somewhere like that one day.
Yeah, hopefully, even if you can't make it to Tokyo itself, the Digital Art Museum, they actually have permanent exhibits. I know there's one in Singapore, and then they do pop-up traveling ones at different museums. There's been one here in California and all over, so check out their website because hopefully you can find one even closer to home if you can't make it to Tokyo.
Yeah, the company's called teamLab, and we'll post the website on right about here somewhere. And thanks again for following and subscribing. Thanks a lot. Bye, guys.
Bye.